Yeah, not too long.
Been a while, bro. It's been a while. How's life, mate?
Yeah, good. Yeah, just been, it's just cracking on like everyone else, really. Working from home is getting a bit tough and tiresome, but it's is what it is, really, isn't it?
It is hard as well.
Yeah,
and it goes so quickly. A week just disappears.
Yeah,
there's nothing different between the days.
Yeah, I do try and break my days up with like a walk at lunchtime or something. You've got to be quite disciplined.
Yes, you have.
Yeah.
You do. Yeah, force yourself. It's snowing. It's cold, but
I don't think
enjoy it.
Did you want to take the call for me, Zoe? Is that what?
yeah.
Oh, we've got a cat joining us.
No,
He's got a cat.
it looked like it was like imprinted on your shirt or your jumper. Having a really cool front.
Hang on. Sorry, guys. I will start talking soon. I'm just
No, it's all right. We can talk without you. It's fine.
setting up the live, sending all the links out for the live stuff.
So, Reese, Glenn was telling me you want to do a run and a walk or something, or
Yeah, but the group are having a Barney about this now, though, aren't they?
Yeah, I think everyone's just kind of deciding how we, because obviously because on the Just Giving page we need to put what we're kind of raising it for.
Yeah,
there's kind of a bit of discussion around should we wait until like a proper charity or CRC set up, or do we just go with something where we say we're in the process of doing that. So yeah, they're just kind of discussing at the moment. But we were looking at doing one in April, so the 24th of April, and doing a half marathon. But yeah, so yeah, once we get the kind of details, we'll send around the link, and obviously everyone's welcome to join.
Yeah, that'd be quite a challenge. That would I'd do that just to get myself fit, I guess. If nothing else, I'm so unfit.
I need something to work forward to as well.
I may not run half a marathon, but I'd certainly walk half a marathon.
Yeah, I'll walk it with you. It's fine.
Yeah, so you can definitely walk it.
It might be quite fast-paced walk, but it would
I'll have you that.
Okay, good, fine.
Do it with the baton and hand it over after 12 and a half miles. Next, up you go. It's good because
all right, lads.
Half marathon's quite a challenge.
Oh,
Hello. Big man.
How are we?
all good.
Good.
Oh, Paddington Bear.
You're sticking with Harry now, are you? You're not.
Paddington Bear. Yeah, sorry, I was like, what's he talking about? Yeah, I'm Harry today.
Oh, it's not Mr. Peddle. Oh, I'm so up. No, I'm joking.
No, it was actually as I signed in. I was going to leave it, but I thought, I'll change it.
I quite like it, Mr. Pedal. It's good.
All right, next
Doug,
week.
you were saying go on about the good idea for a half marathon.
There he is. I'm back. It's connected to the Bluetooth speaker.
All right.
Sorry about that.
You having your dinner, H? What have you got?
Got a bowl of cereal.
Have you?
He's always got something on. He's always got something on the go when he's joining these.
Yeah.
Last time you were cooking, weren't you?
I'm a busy man since we're in lockdown.
Meal prep.
I've been watching Marcella all morning.
Oh, mate, I'm on it as well. I'm on the last
Good,
episode of the second series.
Yeah, I'm on the second series.
What's Marcella?
Yes. What's Marcella?
It's
She's a policewoman, but she's a bit nutty, mate. Guys, good, very good.
What channel is this on?
I'm going to have to jump on this.
Netflix.
Oh, Netflix.
But there's 3 series, so there's 2 on Netflix, and then the third one's just out now, so that's on ITV Player.
Okay.
So, first 2 Netflix, yeah, good.
Marcella.
Yeah, and The Bay. Who's watched The Bay?
Yeah, great. I'm on the new one, but
That's
I
good.
watched 2 episodes.
No, haven't done the Bay.
I'm watching Lupin. Have you seen Lupin?
I didn't like it. I started to watch it and I thought this isn't good.
Yeah, the dub. I'm not sure about the dubbing. I don't know if I can really follow it, but
It is weird.
Yeah, because
I'll tell you what, I need to start seeing if I can work from home and start watching all these series.
Yeah.
I'm missing out.
Are you still in the office, Jake?
Sorry?
You still going in the office at the moment?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, still in the office. I've just come to one of the sites today because I'm doing one of the managers for a construction company. So I've, with Charlie Cornell, he's downstairs doing a bit of plastering.
Yeah.
yeah, we've come just to crack the job on, to be honest.
So I'm watching about the dubbing. I don't know if I can really follow it.
Sorry.
It's Echo.
He's dubbing you. He's dubbing you. He's going to make a list for you now and put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's what we were doing with Scotty. We were playing that poker night. He says, he hadn't seen like any of the major films, like Shawshank and stuff like that. He just never watched them. We're like, what? So we gave him a whole list of films to go and watch because he's now down in Broadstairs. I think he's down in Broadstairs, whatever else I think. But he's now watching all these films we've recommended to him.
How
Who's
can
this,
he
Doug?
not watch Shawshank Redemption?
He's a guy we play cricket with.
Yeah, Shawshank is you've got to have seen it, haven't you?
Everybody's seen Shawshank. It's the top film of all time kind of thing.
No, not the top. We watched Galaxy Quest again last night, my son and I, and we were laughing our heads off. It was so amusing and funny.
Galaxy Quest.
Oh, it's a great film.
Oh,
Watch
it's
it.
so good.
Never seen it.
Honestly, it's so good.
Is it comedy or?
Yeah,
it's on
comedy.
Netflix. Seriously, it's so fantastic. It's a P-take of Star Trek.
I haven't seen that.
It is so good.
Galaxy Quest, really?
Yeah, Tim
Right.
Allen. Sigourney Weaver.
I need to jump on it.
Yes, you
Okay. What, old Sigourney?
No. Yes, no. Actually, jump on anybody of the
Well,
other
yeah.
would be quite nice. Sorry, stop that.
That's why it's Men on the Hill. We're allowed this stuff, aren't we?
Thank God for that.
I'm going to try and find it now.
What?
Galaxy
Galaxy
Quest.
Quest. It's on Netflix.
Right. I'm just loading it up and stuff. That'd be cool.
Chat earlier, Glenn.
Huh?
How was your chat earlier with Joe?
Yeah, mate. Really, really, really good, mate. Can't wait to post it. It's a good one.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, it's a good one. And I spoke to another guy as well, a friend of mine that I used to play football with, which was nice. But yeah, like, it was a tough one though. Like, I mean, it's sad. It's hard to hear what he was saying. I'm sure he'd probably be listening to this at some point as well. You know, and he's really, really, you know, been brave to get on and do what he just done. Really, proud of him for doing it. To be honest,
I think you should be proud of yourself for listening, Glenn, because I think it's very good that you can take these calls and share your experience with other people.
Absolutely.
Because it is inspirational for people to be able to hear you and what you've been through, and also that we can all take strength from it, and you can take strength from it for yourself.
Yeah, that's it. But I mean, the idea of this is to obviously get people to feel comfortable doing it, really, isn't it? So, you know, we're all out here doing it. We're all sitting on this call live and trying to, you know, get people talking and doing it amongst ourselves, and it's definitely helping me, and I know it's helping some of you as well. So that's what we're doing, isn't it? That's what we're trying to do, and hopefully we can keep it moving.
It's just having that, you know, that feeling inside you where, you know, you take the chance, go on the live. You know, you don't have to show the camera. You know, you don't. But it does make you feel better, because I joined, was it last week, Glenn, the first time? And I come on, I messaged Glenn afterwards. I was like, you know what? Like, even though we was just all having a chat, meeting new people and stuff like that, it's good. It's good to just have a chat with people. You know? And sometimes it is better to talk to somebody that you don't know, or you know, or talk to a friend. But yeah, no, it's definitely a good thing, mate. Honestly, it's definitely
It is. Yeah, it's great you're doing other calls, Glenn, as well. It's fantastic.
Yeah, like, people are just mad this week. People just saying, I want to do something. I want to speak to you. One of our friends, a girl mate from out here that we met, she was like, I want to do a call with you. Amy's cousin said the same, and yeah, like, it's just mad. People feel like Jesus. So I said, I feel like Jesus at a minute.
No. Let's not go John Lennon on us, please.
No, but it's not like I'm not even qualified to be able to give advice or anything. But like, it's just good,
I
isn't
think
it?
that's better though, Glenn. Do you know what? I think that's better.
Yeah.
You can have all these qualifications in the world and being, you know, a psychiatrist or something like that, but they're going to ask you the questions that they don't care. Do you know what I mean? They don't care.
Yeah.
It's like people like us, genuine people, you know, everyday people. You know, we've got the stories there. We can speak that sort of truth, you know, and it means something when it comes from one of us rather than a doctor someone like that. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I think people feel probably a lot more comfortable with that as well.
We're all qualified to do one thing. Listen,
Yeah.
You do.
So,
Good point, Jasper.
Yeah, good point.
and that's actually what we're all doing, I think,
Yeah.
and talking.
Glenn, what you should do is burn that bush next to you as well. That's a good sort of Moses kind of moment we could have there. Yeah, yeah.
Amy, can I burn this Can I burn this plastic tree?
Is it actually
Amy,
plastic?
Of course, it's
can I burn
plastic.
this plastic tree? It will make me feel good, mental health wise. No.
He has to say yes. You can't say no.
Yeah.
Say yes to everything.
The Welsh are 3-0 up.
Oh, is that rugby? We don't
Yeah,
talk about
let's
that
not
rugby.
talk about rugby because that won't be good for my mental health. So
Well, after
Yeah.
yesterday,
Oh, what?
Yeah,
England just
I'll
lost.
agree with you there, mate. I'll agree with you there, mate.
fucking hell.
we
What
weren't
a
very
loss.
good yesterday, were we?
Oh, we out. The kicking game is just every time we get it, we kick it away, which I know sometimes is good, but every single time we are attacked. I mean, Farrell looked lost, didn't he? He didn't know what was going on in the attack. I mean, we didn't run. Ollie Lawrence didn't touch the ball till the 60th minute. He's our centre.
Are we playing next?
Oh, I don't know. We're going for the wooden spoon this year, though. So
No. We'll beat Italy, surely.
Well,
I mean,
anything can happen, mate.
I mean, yeah, we looked awful,
We
didn't we?
look poor.
I've never seen an England team look that bad.
No. I mean,
There's nothing. There's no answer to anything, did they?
Scotland controlled the game well. Don't get me wrong; they had a lot of possession, but I honestly don't think that. I know this sounds biased. I don't think Scotland were were unbelievable. I just think we were so poor.
Scotland played well, to be
They
fair.
did play well, don't get
disciplined.
me
They had a
wrong.
lot of discipline, but we
of
did
pressure.
not perform to
No.
the expectation and the level that they should be playing at.
No, yeah, exactly. And I mean, and then towards the end, that Johnny May knock on. I don't know if anyone remember that. They just kicked it at him and he just knocked it on. It's like, this is not our day, is it? Just literally at his chest and just knocked it on. Professional, meant to be one of the best in the world.
You think it's just? I mean, they haven't played, have they? All the other leagues have played. The English league stopped. Saracens are missing as well.
Well, Saracens, players have played like 2 friendlies, haven't they? So
Yeah.
anyway, let's move on. West Ham, how'd they do yesterday, Goon? That's all coming. That's all coming to a halt, isn't it? All that European nonsense.
Phil, what are you talking about? We're still 5th.
Yeah, for now.
You think of that,
Mate, that was bad. That sending off was awful, wasn't
That
it?
was
Oh,
terrible.
mate. That
He
honestly,
just lift his arm over the top of to
the
get
other
away from him.
guy,
Didn't
the other
he?
guy should have got a red card for diving.
That's
No,
a
the
joke.
other bloke said to the ref, the other guy said to the ref, no, he didn't mean to do it, and the ref still sent him off.
But
Mick
now
Rory.
they're calling for his head now and signing a petition to get him sacked. I mean, now that's a bit strong, isn't it?
Who?
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
who
a bit
sacked?
annoyed, but not that annoyed.
What by Mr. Mike Dean?
Mr. Mike Dean.
Everyone's signing petitions to get him
Yeah,
sacked.
Mike Dean needs to go, doesn't he? Come on.
Yeah, but
let's-
he sent someone off. He sent someone off like earlier in the week, didn't he, for a red when it wasn't a red and it got overturned. So this will get overturned as well, I think.
Didn't have.
What I don't get is any other job you get held accountable for your performance. He should be held accountable and say, right, you on a written warning. That's it.
Actually, that's not true, because as a weather forecaster, you never get held accountable for telling people it's going to rain when it doesn't.
True. Michael Fish.
There
Good
you go.
example.
There you go. So I think referees are weather forecasters.
All right, well,
They
let's
get it
call
wrong.
for Michael Fish's head as well then.
Fish head. He's retired now, hasn't he? But yeah,
Oh,
we missed him.
that's why, because he was shit.
I think he was about 80 when he retired, though. He did all right.
Fair enough.
His comment was there'll be a few high winds, and it was the biggest storm in whenever. And
He made
Seven,
a joke about it. He said, all those people worried about the storm, don't worry, it's not
Yeah.
going to hit us. And then
Seven Oaks became 2 Oaks
it did.
overnight.
Knocked all the trees down. Blew the oak trees down, which is something special. Yeah.
Did you know there's 8 there now? They've planted an extra one just in case.
8 Oaks.
Yeah, but it's still called 7 Oaks.
Yeah.
So, Glenn, are you now in the full hat stage, yeah?
Mate,
Think
my
if-
Barnett's a trope, mate. You've seen it, so I'm giving it for.
And why do you take it all off? I think I
What?
just take it all off at one. Take it all off at one.
Because like I was
probably won't
saying,
go
like
back.
what's
Yeah.
like Amy don't like it and keeps moaning about it. Sorry, Amy, love you.
I want a little guest appearance from Amy today about her feelings on the hair.
Ames, we want a guest
It's
appearance from
explicit.
you live on YouTube about the haircut. She said go away, so.
That's not nice.
Who's-
Is it?
Why does it matter what your hair looks like though?
Mine's
Oh,
just-
For me or for Amy? Because she
I
just
feel
doesn't
sorry for
like
her.
it.
She's got to
No,
look at it.
Amy's not coming on the camera, so we're gonna.
Amy's
Why
got
is
to
it
look at
important for you to look a certain way?
Why? Because I mean,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Well, no, because I shaved my hair off because I was doing more exercise, and I thought I don't want me Barnet in my eyes and in my face annoying me.
Yeah.
And then now I'm like, well, I could grow it back, even though it's easier to have a short hair. But you know, do I want to listen to Amy moaning at me, or do I want to have short hair? I mean,
What do you want to do?
Careful.
Me and Harry will tell you, just keep it short. It's so easy. Much easier.
I shave it, never grow hair ever again. It's a lot easier.
Mate, if I could have hair, I would, right? But I can't.
Yeah, see, you should be proud of what you got.
I don't care.
I don't think you would, Harry. I don't think you would now. I think you're happy with it.
No, actually, do you know what? It's so easy being. Well, actually, do you know what? I cut it more now on bald than when I did when I had hair. I have to do it every 3 days. It's a right nuisance.
Do you get the big razor out and shave it? completely?
Sometimes when I do that, I feel like a dolphin. It's like
Yeah,
my skin like leathery.
When we come out of this lockdown, let me know when you come down. We'll come and rub it for good luck.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Del Boy.
Is it going, guys?
It's Del Boy.
How's it going?
Liam, what's happening,
I'm
mate?
just walking back here.
Liam?
Walking in the snow, mate.
Nice.
Has he got his top off as well? Is that Razor Ruddock?
Fucking
That's
everyone
good.
about that. Afternoon.
Del Boy, you
Oh
there?
my God. You all right,
How
son?
we doing?
Hello, Derek.
How we doing?
All right,
Very
Del,
well,
good,
very
mate.
well.
How do I put this on so I can see all the faces?
Boys, this
Yeah,
is another one.
it's
This is
live.
another one of the blokes from the cricket club. Another one of my cricket coaches, just as nutty as Jasper.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
More so, I'd say. More so.
Yeah, I'd say definitely more.
I'm not sure.
At least he's dressed up for the occasion.
He's going to be on Gay High Time soon.
Cheeky sod. Listen, I thought because there was some snow outside, I thought I'd get the Father Christmas look going.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing well. It's
Yeah,
worth
Del
it.
Boy.
the only problem is I've been waiting a long time for the snow to come, as you can see.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. Oh, there we go. That's it.
Oh, there
I'm
you
trying to
go.
work out how I get all the pictures up.
Are you
Imagine-
on an iPhone? You can only see a certain amount. I think you can only
Yeah, I
see
think you can only see 4 because I've got to slide through.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. All right. Obviously, I've got to get some kind of hook up for the TV or something. But whatever. Hold on a second. Go away. Nutter. It's all right. It's a woman. No, it's not a woman, really. It's the dog. So what? What's the
No,
topic of
no need to speak
conversation?
about
then?
women like that.
Hey,
What?
what'd you say?
All right.
We was just talking about what was we talking about? Harry's hair. To be fair, so you come in at a good point.
Harry's there. Hold on. Who's Harry? Let's have a look. Harry's there.
Couldn't have
Listen.
timed it any better.
Listen, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the cue ball look, mate. I'm telling you, Harry, I don't sympathise, mate. I'm the same, so we're all right. We're sweet.
Yeah.
Mate, it's a great look.
Yeah.
Great look.
Easy, isn't it?
Oh, Ireland just.
Harry
got a red
needs to
card.
develop the
What
beard
should
a
I
bit,
do?
though, to catch up with Del Boy.
Yeah, you do a bit, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And
I
Rick,
think
you
you-
have got
I
some
think
grey
you
in yours,
certainly-
so you look a bit more distinguished.
I'm growing it,
you
so they
certainly-
eventually. Eventually, what I can do is cut it off and stick it on with super glue on top. Hey, it is annoying though with these stupid masks we have to wear. I've got to be honest with you.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to get one of them ones what our Muslim brothers wear. You know, when they're cutting up meat and stuff, like one of them. Either that or a carrier bag. Did anyone mention West Ham yet?
Oh, shut up.
Yeah,
Spurs, mate.
Oh, is that the top of the call today then? West Ham.
Mate, I don't. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, everyone putting me down.
To be fair, they're playing better football than Tottenham at the moment. So
We got you in like 3 weeks, didn't we? So that'd be nice.
yeah, I don't think it's going to be another 3-3 debacle. To be honest with you.
I think if you can get Europa League, that's a result in it.
Who, West Ham?
Yeah,
No,
Yeah.
Tottenham.
maybe.
Do you
I mean,
know-
Champions League potentially, but it depends on
Champions League be better, wouldn't it? You know,
what
but I
Liverpool,
doubt that's
what
going to
Liverpool
happen.
do if they pull their finger out.
To be fair though, they can't even go. I don't think Europa League's going to happen for West Ham. They can't even go out there and audit at the moment either. So
Anyway, has anyone got anything they want to talk about?
I want to hear from Liam in the fresh air and the snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right, guys. Going for a nice little walk, nearly home now. It's good breathing in this nice air and actually seeing nature. And like, I feel, I don't know if obviously some of you guys follow me on Instagram. I'm coming off Instagram permanently this weekend.
Yeah.
So yeah, just having a massive break. I just feel like in my life, obviously I know everyone's tuned differently, but I feel like I've just been living behind my phone. I feel like I'm not actually living that. And I go for walks and actually see nature and see my friends, have conversations with my friends. It's making me realise how important it is to actually give someone a phone call, actually go and see someone rather than dropping them a message. Like, I think that it's so easy to sort of hide behind your phone effectively, and not actually put in that real effort for your friendships, for your relationships, for everything really. So yeah, that's me. That's what I'm doing now. As I said, obviously everyone's different, but
Liam,
yeah, I think
can you do me a favour?
yeah.
If you're going out on all these walks, mate, I've got a couple of dogs. I'm out every day. You can take them out for us.
I'm saying, Mary Craig, I'll happily walk your dog. What dog is it?
I've got two, mate. I've got a Labrador and a Springer Spaniel.
All right, you can keep the Springer Spaniel, and I'll take the Labrador.
Oh, what's the matter with you? It's an education walking that dog.
It'll be an education walking either of them. I can tell you that.
Listen, they're all right. I just don't fancy getting out of bed. That's all.
If you get a long enough lead or a long enough bit of rope, you can just let them run until they get too far and pull them back.
Oh, mate. Listen, there ain't a rope long enough, trust me.
Liam,
How long has your walk been, Liam?
It's not long, only about, say, 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them 10, 15 minutes, even getting out and having a bit of fresh air doesn't so good, mate.
I done a PT session earlier at 1 p.m. and I felt so lethargic and I was going to cancel it, but I just knew that once I'd done it, I was going to have so much more energy for the rest of the day. And I feel good. I feel good breathing in this snowy air right now.
Nice.
Fucking hands are freezing though.
Yeah,
To be fair, though, I've got to back him up on that. I had COVID back in November, and I was saying to Jasper last week, I struggled. I mean, I go out, I take them out. I normally walk around the park a couple of times. It takes me about half hour. And all the time I had COVID, it was taking me an hour plus to do the walk. But I reckon it probably helped me get over COVID a bit quicker. Just like having to drag myself out every day. Although I shouldn't have been out, but obviously masked up and everything else. But yeah, it does make a difference, definitely to your well-being if you're out in the air.
You got something to focus on. I think that definitely does help, 100%. Like obviously having COVID and that. I mean, I had it as well, but I didn't know. I never had any
Really?
symptoms. So, I mean, well, I think my whole family had it at one point as well. So you just got to get out, and I mean, obviously, if you've got COVID, different. But I mean, you've got to get out, get a little bit fit, wander around, and that. So
It helps if there's a lot of birds riding around the park in Lycra, to be fair.
I was waiting for that.
Well, I think
you know.
Matthew has a dog now, and he's very lucky that women seem to be attracted to his dog. So
Yeah.
Oh, mate, it's a babe magnet having a puppy. Oh,
Not only a puppy, but a Samoyed puppy. It's like a little wolf.
Having a big fluffy
And
puppy.
also, he goes up to all the women and sniffs their legs. He's like trying to find me the perfect mate for me already.
Yeah, Matthew, I wouldn't use that approach, mate, to be fair. You might get arrested.
He's got a mind of his own. I can't control him. He's an animal.
No, I'm talking about if you don't go up sniffing women's legs. I've told you about that.
He bases his relationships on smell alone. I like that. It's a new way.
Oh, dear idea. Yeah,
Can I see Delello joining here?
Yeah, he's not.
I'm not sure what he's doing.
That looks like a snowman. Is it a snowman? Got some white little snowman icon come up.
Hi, Nicola.
Liam, what's it about social media that you kind of feel like you're doing too much of, like just people?
One sec, guys. I'm just got in, so let me just.
All right, while you're doing that, I'd just like to say something about social media. Like I watched a lot of people when I was doing photography, how when certain situations in the club would get awkward or boring, a lot of people would go towards their phone. And because we have these things that access so much material in a way, then it gives us a dopamine hit every time we go to these social media platforms, so like Facebook, Instagram, and we're always hunting for that like in a way. So yeah, it can be challenging to balance between the two of being in social media and then being addicted to it, because you can just easily, like anything can be really addictive, but social media is definitely that way.
I think I tend to agree with you a bit, but I mean, I think it's a generation thing.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Facebook for me, I look at it, or social media, I look at it and think that the younger generation, and it's just another means of communication, but they're looking for validation all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just constant looking for validation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think in my respect of why I kind of want to come off it was having such a negative impact on my relationship. Actually, I broke up with my missus yesterday, and
sorry, mate.
I think that it's all right. See, these things happen. Do you know what I mean? But I've been thinking and reflecting so much, and I think that social media has had such a big impact on my relationship. Sort of the negatives, like for example. I'll give you an example of what happened one time, where she was staying at her mum's and she sent me a video, and it was like her and her mum playing a game, like little humming game, and I messaged her back like what I thought the song was that she was singing. She hadn't even seen my message and sent me another video. So I was basically, she's sending it to her mates, and she always does send it to her girl mates, but it's like I felt like I was just on the send to all list, and because a lot of these, obviously not just girls, guys as well, but it's like if you can hit a message out and get it to 8 people, knowing that you're going to get 8 replies back, it saves a lot of time rather than sending 8 separate messages and having a personable approach. So a lot of people do this because I think, I don't know the guy that spoke earlier, but it is that sort of dopamine thing where you're getting that like, you're getting that response. As soon as you get a message or something, it lights up on your phone, you're loving it. And I just don't like it. I never really have. I never really needed it for that. I had social media for different reasons. I had a break before on social media and it was the best. And I came back and I realized that the girl that I actually want isn't someone that's on social media a lot.
Mm.
And unfortunately, my missus at the time, she works in social media, so she has to be on there,
Yeah.
and effectively, it's something that I can't actually ask her to change, and I shouldn't really ask her to change. I just should find someone else. It's not. I shouldn't really be making someone feel controlled or feeling like they should be doing something just because it pleases me. I know that there's a girl out there that doesn't like social media. That's the girl I need to be with. And it hurts because obviously I did really like her, but I think that's what you learn really, and it's the maturity thing. I didn't want to cheat on her or anything. I just thought, you know what, I can't ask you to change your social media activity. I just know that I don't want it in my life. So yeah, I just think that's that. And
Has anyone seen The Social Dilemma on Netflix?
Yes.
Yeah, if you haven't seen that, you've got to watch it. It completely changes your mindset on all of social media. I mean, I deleted my accounts for a bit. I didn't deactivate them, so it wasn't permanent. I just deleted the apps off my phone. I mean, I've gone back to them, but I've now set myself a limit each day, so I can only spend 30 minutes a day on both Instagram and Facebook, so 15 minutes on each, or any combination. But whenever I hit half an hour between the two, it cuts off. And that's obviously helped me a lot, because you can lose an hour, 2 hours on Instagram. And the thing is you scroll like it says on Social Dilemma, they basically train you to do, like, you're trained to just scroll like that, and you're looking at the same stuff over and over again.
I find that
it's all about
just picking my
it's
phone
all about
up.
awareness, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's about awareness of what you're doing in the particular moment you're in, and you become a zombie to the idea of like, this is entertaining, or it's numbing you in a certain way where you don't think about other things that are bothering you. So that's why you carry on doing that.
I don't, as I said to you, I think this is a generation thing. I don't necessarily agree. I think it's a cop out. It's a cop out. It's not anybody training you to do anything, or I think it's just a cop out from the point of view that it's an easier life.
But like everything in life, it's a choice. It's like some people may have an addiction to social media, but then some people may have an addiction to online shopping or something like that. It's all about choices of what you choose and all that kind of thing. It's all the same kind of dopamine feeling. It's all it's.
I think. I mean, I don't use any social media apart from Facebook, and I mean, I'm not on there all day. I mean, Candy Crush maybe, but no, I don't.
But again, dopamine, it does the same thing.
There it is.
Yeah, but to be fair though, that's my choice, and I mean, I don't spend money on it. But the interesting thing is, I use Facebook mainly for communication to people that I don't speak to on a daily basis, and also potentially for like picking up on news items and stuff like that, because I don't watch any news, don't read any papers.
Yeah.
And you know, I think I get any information I get about what's going on in the world is generally from other people that I see at work or I hear potentially on the radio occasionally. And Facebook, I get the stuff come through, but you know, we're all able to assimilate what we see on Facebook, and you know what people are putting. I mean, women seem to have a real fixation with living their lives through Instagram and Facebook, and I think what Liam was saying earlier made a lot of sense. But I think if you're looking, your next partner's got to be over 40, mate. Anybody under 30s, listen, 40 or above, you'll be home free, mate. They're not all that worried about Facebook unless they're absolutely stunning. They don't want to keep putting pictures up.
No, I think there are women out there that don't want to be on social media, but again, it's all about balance, isn't it?
How would you contact them, though?
That's the thing. That's the thing. It's the balance. That's the hardest sort of question, because it's almost like you need to be on there to some extent to sort of put yourself out there, because effectively the single market is social media and also going out, but we can't go out at the moment. So I'm glad, obviously, at least now lockdown, I can just focus on myself, etc. But echoing what you were saying is, everyone it's their choice. It's the balance that you need to have. I'm just aware that I'm not having the right balance, and that it's that I can actually see the damage that it's causing. For example, take Instagram. How many of, not like in this call, but how many people would wake up, first thing they do is check their Instagram or check like before messaging the people, the loved ones in their life, the people that they care about, do you know what I mean? Call someone, have a conversation. They don't do that. They check their Instagram, they check their Facebooks.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time they've got the notifications on their phone that prompts them to check that. And I think what Harry was saying about that social dilemma, that's why the notifications come up like that. That's why it almost teases you to say, you've got this message, but it stops. You want to read the message. You want to read, it cuts out. So you want to read go into the app.
And I think
It's
a lot
life.
of people forget as well. A lot of people forget that Instagram is just for show. Do you know what I mean? It's to show up. It's to show off, you know, how happy everyone is and how well everyone's getting on. And I know you're right, Liam. You forget to call up people because it's a front. You know, and things like this, you know, you can have a chat, and which is brilliant. But you can't forget what goes on behind closed doors ain't going to be posted all over Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that. You know, there could be some things going on in people's lives that, you know, are dramatically changing them as a person and making them feel, you know, completely shit. And you'd never know. So that's why you do need to get on the phone.
But that's the problem, though, Jake. It does. People do that.
Yeah.
People do plaster their life all over Facebook. Stuff, I mean, there's a particular woman at work who, I mean, I don't know why she does it, but she plasters everything that she does over Facebook. And that's not like the bad thing. So, I mean, 1 minute she'll put on there that she's been engaged to someone and they're living the best life and everything else. 2 weeks later, it's all gone down the pan. But everybody knows about it because it's plastered over Facebook.
But sometimes this could be that the person actually is quite insecure and wants people to know what they're doing. I think that to come off this whole COVID thing and where we are, people are reassessing what they want from life because you can't do the things you used to do. You know, as you guys know, I walk a lot, but walking allows me to meet people I haven't spoken to, and I can have long conversations the longer I walk.
Yeah.
Last week, 2 hour walk. This week, an hour and a half walk with people and with a person I hadn't spoken to ever before. But we've had
a friend, didn't you, Dad?
Yeah, indeed. But a great conversation and just understanding that people have issues that I'm not aware of, and I have issues that I'm not aware of. You know what I mean? But it's to talk about it. It was great. So, Liam, walk longer because you'll meet people and start talking, and you might find the one. She might not be 40. She might be young.
Oh,
get yourself a dog. Get yourself a puppy. Get yourself a puppy and do
mate, get yourself a puppy.
Matthew, tell them what happened. Go on, tell them the positive story. Go on.
So, like, I'm the same. I hate Tinder. I hate all these social media.
Tinder.
No, I hate it. Honestly, it's the most self-centered thing where you have to swipe about how they look and all that. And it's like there's so much more about a person than the way they look. But I didn't really care about it. I wasn't really worried about meeting anybody. And I was walking the dog, and it was the sunny day on Thursday, and I was just so happy, standing around, minding my own business, taking in the sun. And then I was just saying hello to people. And then this girl walked past. She had a cute smile, nice eyes. And then we just started talking. We had the most deepest conversation that I've ever had in a long while. And I just met her again for another walk in the park. And we're probably meeting again tomorrow. And it was that kind of serendipitous, casual meeting. And it's just falling into place in a way. And these things happen. And you just sometimes have to let things play out.
Matthew, she's grooming you. Matthew, she's grooming you. She wants to nick your dog.
I'll allow it.
She wants to nick your dog.
Okay.
I think he wants to be groomed, mate. He wants to be groomed.
You and your dog.
Yeah, but to be fair, though, Matt, to be fair, what you've just said, though, I mean, you said about Tinder and swiping and everything else, but yes, it's right what you're saying, but exactly what you're saying goes on Tinder has gone on in the park. Because you've looked at each other. You said the first two things you said about that girl was that she had cute eyes and a nice smile. So
but I heard her voice as well. And voice is really important to me.
But whatever you do, though, the medium that you meet or the reasons why you are attracted to someone first off is because of the physical attraction.
Yeah.
Because that's the way.
True.
So
don't totally agree with that.
Just because he's a picture, I mean, anybody with half a brain who goes on Tinder can look at pictures and know which ones have been.
But these pictures are manipulated to be your best.
Yeah, but that's it. I mean, people are. Yeah, I mean, you can always tell when a picture's been filtered.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
they
you
look
can tell
spaced
yours
out for
hasn't
starters. They
certainly
look like they're
come.
on drugs. It might be half of them, to be fair.
Are you renaming everybody, or just you and Harry? I mean, you're Thomas now, and we've got Andy Johnson. Who else are you going to rename?
Who's doing that?
No, I did.
No,
I
but
did.
it's good
guys.
fun.
I'm not
I saw
renaming people.
Yeah,
Thomas Souček, so I thought, right, fuck it.
I've been watching, just seeing, but you know,
Legend, Andy Johnson.
yeah, I remember him well. He used to play football, didn't he?
Oh, Jasper.
I was just only Brazer, bloody cheek.
He was Liverpool's
Right.
business.
That must be Forbesy. Is that Forbesy done that?
No.
He's got a dodgy look on his face. It's Forbesy.
No, only the host can do it. So you know, it's potato salad there, Thomas Souček.
I was actually waiting for you to rename everybody and maybe called. Oh, we've got Razor Ruddock there now. Okay, very fucking funny.
Who do you support, Jasper?
Apologies, Doug. I thought it was you.
Norwich. Norwich City.
Is that a football team?
Apparently, it's a town in East
That's
Anglia.
the pub team, isn't it? Norwich City.
It's a pub team, absolutely. Listen, we used to have a pub in Norwich a long time ago, so that's why it's a pub team. I'm happy to say that.
Norwich City.
Fair enough. At least you're not a glory hunter.
No, I'm not. I'm a yo-yo hunter because we go up and down like a yo-yo.
Yeah, that was Palace for a bit, wasn't it? But we've seemed to now just about manage to stay safe in the Premiership each year.
We've always got a co-host, isn't he?
Yeah.
Mate. We should have got Fat Frank. Perfect opportunity to get Fat Frank,
Well,
wasn't
you
it?
may get Frank.
Nah, he would have ruined your club.
It's Stevie G from
Mate,
Rangers.
Frank Lampard would be a good manager, mate.
He would have spent 150 mil Palace, and then they would have been
150
fucked.
mil. Where are they going to find that from at Palace?
Mate, have you not think about all of the players that they've sold over the years? Your Wan-Bissaka's, your Nathaniel Kleins.
Yeah,
That
but
money's
mate,
going somewhere.
we have one of the highest wage bills, mate. Honestly, Benteke's on something like 110 grand a week.
What for some, eh?
Yeah.
He shouldn't be on more than a bag of pick and mix.
I know.
Benteke. Oh my life.
Palace. It's 30
All
minutes.
right, Thomas Souček. Just because you're jealous that you got red carded last night, mate.
To be fair, Benteke couldn't score on Tinder.
Mate, he's terrible, isn't he? He's terrible. I openly admit he's terrible. I'd rather play with 10 men.
Cow's arse and banjo come to mind when you say Benteke.
Who?
I said cow's arse and banjo come to mind when you mention Benteke.
He's terrible. Eze, on the other hand, he's going to be.
He's a player, isn't he? Fantastic.
Yeah, he's decent.
Yeah, he won't be at Palace for long.
Slides, old Eze.
Nah, he'll go, wouldn't he? 1 or 2 years, he'll go.
That'd be more money cashed in.
50, 60
Someone's got to
mil.
buy a Grealish. Someone has to buy a Grealish next
Oh,
year.
mate, he's a baller.
It'll be silly money, I think.
He'll be 100 mil. 100 mil Grealish easy.
He's not worth 100 million.
Nah, 70.
You're joking.
I'll tell you
Thomas
what.
Souček's worth more than him.
Oh, here we go. Shut up, potato salad.
joking.
Too slow. He's too slow, Souček.
The worst thing that'll happen to Grealish
He's
is
the
he'll
best
go to a big club.
midfielder in form midfielder in the league at the moment. No doubt
I
about
don't know.
it.
I think
Bruno,
Grealish will do it.
Bruno, yeah, better, but he's an attacking midfielder, so we can't really count him. But he's better.
Wait,
than
what
Bruno,
did you
isn't
just say about Souček? Here we go. Listen to this delusional kid. Go on, say it again.
He's one of the most informed midfielders in the Premier League right now, and that's a fact.
To be fair, he is. He is one of the most informed. But, mate, not anymore. He's in the bin for 3 games now, isn't he?
I'm hoping that will get him.
Mate, that elbow was disgusting. I can't believe he did that.
There's so much content there.
It's great to have Andy Johnson on here, mate. That's what we're doing now. We've got celebrities in here now.
He's just bringing you in.
David Roberts lost some weight though.
Who's that? Eminem.
Eminem.
Eric Morecambe, very good. Love it. Thank you. That's very good. Eminem's on the call. Drake, come on.
I can't even see
Who's naming Lovely Eyes?
Yeah.
To
I
be
can't even see
fair,
what's he called me then?
It's gone to
Eminem.
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 Oh, remember
Frozen.
Although to be fair, I was going to ask you, is it cold in your house?
I'm not at my house, unfortunately. I
Oh,
wouldn't
right.
mind being tucked up. I'm a manager for a construction company, so I've come to one of the properties today in Alpington to help one of the boys out. He's a plasterer, so I thought I said to him, I'm going to slip off for an hour or so and have this call because I weren't missing it.
Nice.
Fair enough.
Good man.
Tell you what though, working on a Sunday. Ooh.
Yeah, but what else is there to do? What we're going to do? Sit indoors and scroll through social media, or
Yeah.
Play in the snow.
and just constantly eat food all day.
Well,
Do you know what I mean?
you've done the right thing. You come on a call with all these celebrities.
That's it, mate. I can't believe it.
More lookalikes.
Mum, I'm famous.
Yeah, I'll
fair.
still not.
Where are you tuning in from, Eminem?
I am
Somewhere-
in Alpington. I'm in Alpington.
Somewhere in America.
Sure it.
So yeah, somewhere in America. Yeah.
Where does he live now, Eminem? Fuck, man.
I can't disclose that information. Sorry, mate.
Yeah.
So you're here
Oh
as
no
well,
way! Who's watching the rugby? Ireland are drawing with. They've just scored and they're man down.
Yeah, they got a card. About 10
Red
minutes ago.
card. Red card.
What happened with England, Scotland? I got England in a sweepstake at work.
Oh,
No, they lost.
We've already spoke about that, mate. We can't talk. We can't do it again.
We'll get that on this.
I didn't watch it. I just thought, oh yeah, let me check the scores, see how much we won by.
Yeah,
It was
no,
bad.
Good job we didn't watch it. We were shit.
What football's on today?
Liverpool Man City's on at half.
Oh
four.
yeah. Oh
Is it what Prem?
Yeah.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Division 1.
Jeez.
So I might have to jump on.
Yeah,
No,
no, 100%.
To be fair, the important games happened today, and I missed it because I was asleep. But you know, it's happened. We won. Move on.
Who's that?
Harry Kane makes a lot of difference to you boys, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'd
Spurs.
like him as a manager. To be fair, get rid of that.
You don't
I'll
like
tell you what.
Mourinho?
At the moment, it appears that we've got 11 confused players. They don't know whether they're supposed to be attacking. Because if you watch them, they get the ball and it's like, right, I'm going forward. No, I'm not. I've got to pass back. Boss has told me I've got to pass back. I don't even watch. I'm not even that gutted that I was asleep when he was on today because it's soul destroying watching it at the moment.
I think
Yeah.
Tottenham would be lucky to keep Kane and Son if Mourinho's still there because he's playing that sort of football. Those people don't want to play like that, do they?
No, they don't. Look at I mean, Gareth Bale's getting all this stick at the moment. And to be fair, if you watch when he does play, he shows flashes of his brilliance. But I don't think he's being given license to play anyway. I don't know why they brought him back with Mourinho as the manager. He doesn't play that type of football. He's an expansive player, and I don't know.
Surely
Mourinho.
Mourinho would have said surely Mourinho would have said he doesn't want him, but then it's weird, isn't it? Maybe he's not in charge of who comes in.
I
don't
think
know,
with
but-
Mourinho, it's a bit of a power trip. He doesn't want Bale to come in and then just start him straight away because it's probably going to make Mourinho look like he isn't really the manager.
Well, he wasn't
just
fit
like-
anyway.
He
wasn't-
does that.
to
He
be
always
fair,
picks someone.
He wasn't fit. But he said,
Right, so
he picked the-
I'm going to give you a nice view of the garden with the snow for a minute. I've got to run downstairs.
Oh, right.
Oh, what you can see.
Lovely. Nice Christmas tree.
There you go. Don't say I never do anything for you.
That's Eminem's new album cover.
Jasper's just put his headphones in to have a listen to Eminem while he's on his phone.
I'm sorry, what was that? Yes, I've been
I think
listening.
you-
But no, I haven't. I was just chasing a dog because it was outside, so it wanted to come back in.
Oh,
Hey, see, there's the
great.
dog. There you go. That's the puppy. A big teddy bear.
It's my teddy bear.
Got the same hair as you.
What breed is it?
Yeah,
to be fair.
matching.
You both look like
Wait,
Eminem.
Mate, that's a rascal Barnet, that, isn't it? That.
He kind of
Hey,
had a
yours,
little
Matt, not
slip,
the dog.
mud on the wall.
Yeah, you take your hat off, Glenn, and say that.
Oh, nice.
Listen, Matt, can I let you into a little secret? See, this is what I'm growing.
Yeah.
This is actually another little baby Samoyed.
Oh yeah. Can I have the baby Samoyed when it's done growing?
Yeah, no worries, mate.
Thanks, mate.
No worries. Right.
What are you
How do you
doing?
do- I don't know how you work the camera on this thing.
Now, I'd like to know, Thomas, why you haven't renamed Doug.
I'm wondering about Doug, what we can rename him.
Yeah.
Any
Well,
suggestions?
Well, not Eric Morecambe. What about,
I could be Ernie.
yeah, Ernie Wise? So we can have Morecambe and Wise on there.
I will just call him that then.
Ernie.
He could be Ernie, the fastest milkman in the West.
I could be.
Only Liam that ain't got a name now.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't think really.
Andy Cole.
Yeah, I'll have Andy Cole. I'll have that. I'll have Andy Cole.
Striker.
That's got a good one. There you go.
That's brilliant. Yeah. I'll get my United shirt on.
Don't fucking push it. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
Sod off, you bloody pest. Go away.
So Liam, you don't think that you'll be able to work things out with your ex-missus?
Do you know what? It's a crazy one, guys, because it's like we've been here, we've gone round with it there again. We've done it about 4 times, and I just think that I'm asking too much. And for me, I need to focus on myself. I feel like it's making me unwell, and it's like I wanted to take the social media away from the relationship and just focus on that, but I just don't think that it's worth it. I genuinely don't think it's worth it at the moment. I just think it'd be, it's a shame that it's gone down to social media. Do you know what I mean? It just seems like a bit of a. No, but it's not really I wouldn't say like it's down to social media, but I've seen the impact that has, and then it's almost like things are filtered from that, and I've seen sort of areas where I don't really think that it's going to work. I don't really think that she's going to change. I've asked her to change quite a lot, and in 6 months in an intense relationship, I don't think you should be asking questions after that. Like, you should really know. Like,
I think if you're asking someone to change to be in a relationship, and you have to change to be in a relationship, both of you together, it's probably not the right relationship.
It's not.
Yeah. You gotta allow people to be who they are at the end of the day, and to allow.
Liam, how old are you?
31.
Mate, listen, you got fucking ages, yeah. Listen, I'm at a situation now. Jasper will tell you, I've been through the mill a little bit over the last 10 years with someone and the kids and what have you, and I'm at a position now where I'm seeing someone who ridiculously, overtly, she's like proper over the top with how much she likes me and everything else, which, and I feel a bit guilty because I don't feel that way either. But I'm not sort of professing any kind of like feelings that I have for her when I don't. I'm just honest with her and everything else, and it sort of makes me feel a bit guilty. But that's down to me. I think what you've got to do is you've got to look at the relationship from your point of view and what you want out of it, and be selfish, because until you're being honest with yourself, you're never going to be in a position where you're able to give anything to anyone else anyway.
Yeah,
because you're always going to be looking for something. You're always going to be trying to do something or please someone in a way that you don't want to do it. So eventually the relationship will fail anyway.
Yeah. You just got to be your honest self at the end of the day, and if you can't do that, you always live in a lie.
Yeah.
And that's what I was aware of.
Don't send her a message over Facebook.
No. Don't even really have. I have Facebook, but I'm not. Really... Is that actually a hat or an emoji? So...
Oh my God. No, what, you lot laugh at this, right? I'm trying to teach a lesson, and this is what my kids are doing the whole time. Changing.
Oh, wow, really?
Can you not block them?
I like
No,
that.
you can't block someone doing that. Like Doug, now, what he's doing, you can't block it, so...
Can you not?
You know what?
The pirate one was the best. The pirate one's the one, mate.
This call is
getting the piss out of me, isn't he?
Lower and lower. It's great.
He's taking a piss.
Glenn lad. Arr.
Is that you doing that to yourself, Ernie, or someone else?
That's me.
Lovely.
That's me.
Lovely.
You have filters, video filters you can put on.
Dear, oh dear. By the end of this lockdown, oh my God, Reese is going on. Oh, that's nice background.
You got me started now.
Great. That's great. I'm liking that.
What impresses me with that little statement you made, Doug, Razor, is that you were honest enough to say that somebody actually likes you, which I find very strange.
Oh.
Yeah, there are. Listen, I know this is all about mental health and everything else, but luckily for me, there are people that are struggling with their mental health, and that enables me to be able to meet people.
But then you say every time this phone, this like Zoom call goes on, we've got to talk about mental health. But it's just good to have a chat. Do you know what I mean? Like regardless of what it is, you know. That I think that's the blessing about it. You know, it doesn't matter. We don't have to talk about constant mental health, people's battles and stuff like that, because this sort of thing uplifts people's day. You know, just having this half-hour chat, 45-minute chat, even if it's just talking nonsense, talking bollocks.
Haven't we just been doing that?
Hold up! I'm taking attention to that. Talking bollocks? What are you talking about? This is in depth for me.
Well, you are the master of talking bollocks, my friend. The master.
Hell, you taught me, mate. You taught me.
Listen, you can't blame me for you being a West Ham fan.
No, I would be Tottenham instead, wouldn't I?
Yeah, see, that's the ultimate bollocks.
I'd be deluded then.
Listen, I'm not deluded, not in the slightest. Much.
I remember when you beat us and 6-1, and there was the talk of Tottenham winning the league.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes you do get a little bit excited. You know what I mean? When you get chatting to a bird in a pub, some fit blonde bird, and then you think, yeah, I'm banging here, and then she talks to your mate. I mean, that's a bit like the 6-1 Man United win.
I want to know what pubs you're going to.
Sorry, somebody
Yeah,
said
they're
pub. What is a pub?
Yeah.
True.
Oh, don't.
That's a memory thing. It's a memory thing. I'm 50 now. That memory, those memories will start disappearing soon.
Yeah, there's Alzheimer's.
So they're getting what?
I said, that's Alzheimer's.
Oh,
Yeah.
Captain Hook's got the dog. No dogs. out on Captain
Doggy.
Hook. Hey.
Chinook.
This is
No,
Tony.
this is
That's a
turning
bit
into
worrying.
blokes and their dogs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go on, get yours out, Derek.
No, Christ, no. Let's not do that.
Easy.
Oh, no, not.
There's some things you just don't want to see.
To be fair, mine are driving me mad because I normally take them out about 3, and I'll show you. This is how they're driving me mad.
Coops. Crazy.
He won't leave me alone. She don't give a shit.
look at
She's
that.
too busy chewing on something.
Nice.
Listen, all the people that don't have dogs, let's not get dog envy on this either, because, you know.
Oh, no, I want one now. That's it.
Oh, God.
Listen,
Honestly, they change your life for the best.
I wouldn't go that far.
No?
No, they change your bank balance.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Sorry.
I've already got rid of.
So the women.
It's not like we can spend on anything else these days.
Oh no.
I think the one thing to do is when you do get a dog, get a dog that doesn't like running in front of cars.
Yeah.
That's counterproductive to their health and also your bank balance. Yeah, bloody idiot.
Oh. You know, the kids, I can hear the kids downstairs, like next door and that, they're just peppering the window with snowballs. Absolutely peppering.
Go out and tell them off because you look a bit like a grumpy old man in that hat.
Listen, it's cold here, mate. I can't afford to eat it. Hang on, it's open the Velux to show you how it's fun.
Oi, go away, you kids.
Get off my lane.
Yes.
This is
Drop his phone in a minute, and we're just going to
Oh,
see.
what I think.
Kids run off with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're surprised, mate.
What are you in? Is it a house, Jake?
Yeah. It's a 3-story house.
That would mean you're on the 3rd floor then.
Oh, yeah.
Well, observation skill.
don't generally have Veluxes in the basement, Jazz.
Well, you never know.
Listen, anything can happen. It's 2021.
Isn't it normally a one? There's a one in the year when Tottenham win anything.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the
you
only
see, I'm
chance of winning
excited about
something.
that.
I think. The only chance of winning something is the one in the year. Yeah.
Yeah, but what we took when we say that, what we don't mean is the end one. We was going back to like the 20th century when there was a one in every year, and it was like we were hoping that we were going to win something.
So we're going to finish above Arsenal now.
Yeah, of course we are.
I don't think so.
Bad, weren't they?
Arsenal, we're not great at the moment, but Arsenal, hey, that's the only saving grace so far this year. That Arsenal are absolute two bob.
They're still going to be. I think that they're still going to finish above Tottenham. I really do.
Yeah. I think you're suffering
Fingers
a little
crossed.
bit more, Liam.
Fingers crossed.
I think maybe you're a little bit. Your judgment's a little bit clouded at the moment, mate.
We'll see. We'll see how the next results go.
I mean, there's an Arsenal fan at work, and he takes great delight in when they win a game. He just lets me know. Obviously, he hasn't communicated much with me this year so far.
Not even on Facebook.
No, Facebook. Nah, don't be doing all that Facebook too much. Not at all. I might start going to Instagram. If Tottenham wins something this year, though, I might start banging Instagram a bit. But so I won't be on social media, I don't think. No.
Yeah, so Instagram might be going near that then.
No. Instagram won't be loaded on my phone.
Harry, obviously, I know you mentioned earlier about obviously limiting the usage. But how's that? When did you start that, and how's it been? Have you noticed a change or anything?
New Year. It was a New Year's resolution. Yeah, it's good. It's good, mate. Like, to be honest, I won't lie. During the weekend, I sometimes break it when I'm off work all day, and you can just cancel it for the day. So, I won't lie to you guys. But during the week, it's great, mate, because like when you're like just sitting there, like even if you haven't got anything to do, I just feel bad just sitting there scrolling through it, because I think there's so many more productive things I could be doing with my time. Even just reading a book or something. So it's great, because when the limit comes up during the week, I say, right, I'm not like during the weekend, I'm like, oh, I've got a bit more time on my hands. I don't mind if I cancel it for the day and have a bit longer on it. I still don't sit on there all day, but during the week it's great, because as soon as that limit comes up, you can't use it because it literally blocks you out. So it's like, right, okay, I can go and do something productive now. I can read a book, I can do some research and stuff, like whatever you want to do is, and you're not just scrolling through utter crap that you're getting nothing out of.
100%, and that's the thing. You're not actually getting a lot out of it. If you was actually like a business, and do you know what I mean, you're actually marketing yourself and
it's different,
income. Yeah, it's completely different.
I listened to sorry, Liam. I listened to a good. It was just funny enough on Instagram, but it was this. It's his personal trainer. I don't know if anyone follows him. James Smith lives in America, Australia, and
I know him. He's the one that keeps me buff.
Yeah, that's it. But he talks. He's released books and stuff, and he's quite to the point to say. And he said the problem is nowadays. He's like back in the day. He's talking about like millionaires. He was like, no one knows a millionaire really, or a billionaire. No one knows them because they're actually really rare. But yet you go on Instagram and you see Ferrari, Lamborghini, Ferrari, because you can follow them all instantly. Whereas back in the day, you wouldn't have ever seen any of this stuff. But now you can see all of these people. You can see the best looking people on Instagram, the people in the best shape. And it's basically compounding what you haven't got. You haven't got a Ferrari. You haven't got a Lamborghini. You're not the best looking. You haven't got the best body. You haven't got the most money. And it's just compounding that fact. And then so it's actually, and I think social media is actually
it can have like its downside and its benefit then, because then if some people's mentality see that and go, right, that's what I want to work towards, then good. But then other side of it is I'll never be able to get that. And then that then
but a lot of the time that's the truth. No one in this. There's 9 of us here. We're not. Most of us ain't going to get a Lamborghini. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Most of us can't get
one
around
person out of
Lamborghini.
9 potentially.
Yourself, mate.
Like,
Yeah, but
no offense to anyone, but it ain't gonna happen. It'll probably be me, but
Nice rental.
One
Yeah,
out
put
of
it this-
nine.
yeah, but you're in the best place to run it because petrol over there is cheap.
yeah, cheap, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
then
but
even
it ain't, a lot of the time it ain't going to happen. There's no wonder that people are suffering with mental health issues when there's so much pressure on you to get all of this stuff and be like that, and get women have got to have bodies like all the people on Instagram. There's no wonder that people suffer because it's
100%.
No,
And
you're
going on your
100%
point,
right, mate.
going on your point, Glenn, I think even if you strip away all the Lamborghinis and stuff, and Harry's point, sorry, like it's also the fact of when you was younger, like you would have your mates, you have a group of mates and that you call up, you may text on Instagram. Like your brain capacity could deal with all of that, but on Instagram now, you could look at 200 people's lives in the space of a couple hours of what they've done in a day, but your brain has actually got to take all of that in, like 200 odd people.
When I was younger, I didn't have a text or anything. I had to wait and make
And the
fuss
carrier
and ask
pigeon.
permission. Yes, carrier pigeon. You're right. Carrier pigeons were the methodology to talk to people. No, I didn't have this sort of shit. So this is all new to me anyway. So I'm not aware of this growing up.
So,
I was,
One other thing.
Right, sorry, you were just talking about scrolling. The interesting thing about what you were saying about scrolling, when we used to work in IT, Jasper and I, back in the day when
did we work in IT?
Well, it was rumoured. It was rumoured. But interestingly, that was when the first Apple iPhone came out. And the big thing about the Apple iPhone was that you could scroll through your contacts. It was a scrolling through the contacts. Everybody wanted an Apple iPhone. I mean, they were a pile of dog shit when they first come out, but everyone wanted them because you could scroll through your contacts. And it's amazing how it's gone on from scrolling through your phone book to scrolling through your life. Because that's what people do these days, is just scroll through your life.
Yeah, technology.
I prefer the BlackBerry, and where have they gone?
One other thing I heard the other day about like Instagram particularly is like people rarely post bad things on there. So they'll post when they're having a really good day. They've been out with their friends, whatever. They've bought a new car. They post things that are happy. Okay, you do get the occasional post about a sad thing, but I'd say 90% of posts are about people having fun, having a good time, whatever that may be. And this was in a book, actually, I was reading, and it said, like, when you're having a bad day, you look on social media and then you're seeing people having a good day. So again, it's that compounding. It's compounding your bad day. And if you're, or even if you're feeling down in general, not even a bad day, you're just you're maybe suffering with depression or something, whatever, or you're just anxieties, whatever, and you're looking at these people having good days and good times, and it's compounding your feelings even more. So it's just like when you start seeing it like that, it's just
interesting that kind of happiness, aren't they? People's happiness is in social media, you know. So
interestingly, well, it can work the other way though, because I mean, you've got all these people that are living vicariously through Instagram and, you know, other people's experiences and everything else. But I think one of the things that, I've already alluded to the fact I've had 10 shit years, but one of the things that has got me through that is the fact that, you know, the job I was doing at the time, working in the hospital, and although my problems seem to be, you know, insurmountable or, you know, all consuming, I'd go to work and there'd be people that would be worse off than me. And I think it's a great tool to focus your mind if that, you know, you're going through whatever dog shit you're going through, but there is always someone worse off than you. The same way that there's always someone that's got a pound more than you or got a better car than you. And it's about focusing on, you know, the fact that perhaps life ain't as bad as you think it is, and there is something to come out the other side. I'm still looking for that. I'm still looking for the Lamborghini and the blonde bird with a massive dick. But, you know, I ain't gonna find that in the hospital.
No, but there's always something though, isn't there? There's always something for your mind to say, oh yeah, I want that to make me happy, or I want to get that to make me happy.
You can ask yourself this question maybe on this call or in your own time. Are you happy?
Yes, I am.
I am as well.
I'll
Happy in the moment. Happiness doesn't come from products or
I'm not saying it materialistically or
no, but happiness comes from the moment.
Yeah, are you happy?
But if you thinking getting happiness is from a product or from doing something or anything like that, you're always going to be coming up short, because happiness is from actually appreciating what you got and being grateful.
Don't have a pop at Glenn. He can't help it if he's short.
No, I'm happy. I'm not happy in the situation we're in at the moment with COVID and stuff. But definitely, I'm happy. Life is good. We all have good days and bad days, but I know the bad day is only a bad day because tomorrow or later on it can all be good. So I'm generally happy.
100%. And I think is it Matthew?
Hey.
Yeah. Of what your point just then, it's like, yeah, happiness. I think a lot of people as well. It's a very broad. It's ambiguous. It's like, what is happiness? What, the all-encompassing happiness? Like, break it down. Are you grateful? Are you appreciative of what you've got in your life? Do you show gratitude to the people in your life? And that's it, really. That I wouldn't really turn around and say I am happy, because happy is everything being at that level. And you just need to break it down. Don't set the task too big. Be grateful. Wake up and be grateful for the day. Grateful because there are people dying out there. There are people that, as I said, that I'm grateful that I'm doing something in my power and doing the best. I'm giving myself the best opportunity to overcome my mental health issues that I'm dealing with. I deal with anxiety, and to be completely honest with you, I've signed up to a PT, so I'm doing that every week. I'm eating better. My body's getting better, and I'm feeling a lot more grateful about the things that I've got in my life. And I now, the big part of why I come off social media is because I actually want to focus on my friendships that I want to actually develop over my years away from social media. I want to call my friends up and, how you been? Do you want to go for a walk? Do you want to catch up? Rather than, oh, you know what, let me just message them on Instagram or Facebook. Because, for example, I take the guys in this group now. Like, when I was going out with Kerry, that's how I met all you guys. Now, I ain't been with her for ages, but I formed a friendship with you guys through that. And I haven't seen some of you guys in ages. I've still got the love that I have for you guys, but because I don't see you, and then I might message you on Instagram, it's like, oh, I don't really need to see him now because I've touched base with them on Instagram, or do you know what I mean? They know that I'm all right. I know that they're all right, but that's not the friendships that I really want to be living in my life.
No, you're
I don't want to not see you for 10 years and then invite you to my wedding because we've spoken on Instagram for 5 years. Like, do you know what I mean?
Not invited then.
No, but that's.
Well, I've actually never met Andy Cole. Let's tell her I have actually. A long time ago. I've not met Liam, only on this call. So it's nice to know that you met somebody on this call. It's great. I just feel so happy.
Yeah, no, that's good.
I don't think. Going back to what you're saying about happiness, I don't think. I mean, happiness is a state of mind that is transient. Yeah, I don't think that. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm sounding intelligent today.
You are, Derek. I'm impressed.
I think it's a case of not whether you're happy, but whether you're unhappy. And I would say that at most times people are not happy; they're just not unhappy.
Yeah.
What do you do? What do you do? Do you lay in that dormant state of being in the middle, or do you try and not try and make yourself happy, because it's impossible to do. I mean, because things can happen at a drop of a hat. But
for things to get better, things have to be bad, though, don't they? For you to know that you're in a place that you don't want to be, it needs to be bad for it to then get good.
That sort of realization,
it's all about that balance.
I mean, I'm so much happier than I was over the last. Like, I've got this new job. I'm really enjoying it. You know, I'm feeling better in myself. I'm now joining in with these conversations. Last year, and for a few years actually, you know, I was in a job that I didn't really like, but I thought I liked it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was just putting me down. Then I was arguing with my ex-partner at the time, and that ruined our relationship. Completely ruined it. You know what I mean? It did destroy it because I was in hospitality, as some of you may know, at a nightclub, and then went into a restaurant game, and it completely ruined my relationship with my mates outside of it because I never got to see them. I was constantly working, and then I was at work. After work, I'd stay till 4 a.m. and have a booze, and go on the missing for 2 days. But that's not who I wanted to be. I thought I was living it up. I was living it large, but I weren't really. I was just absolutely fucking ruining myself.
You needed to have that journey.
Yeah, I needed to
have that journey. You needed to have that experience for you to understand that's not what you wanted.
Mate, it's completely changed me for the better. Now I'm up at 5:30 every morning. I'm out. I'm up. I'm early. I'm going for late walks. I might finish work. I'm going to finish here at 9 o'clock tonight. It's Sunday. I should be in bed. But you know what? I wanted to get up, get my ass out of bed, come and help Charlie. And just do something with my dad.
But Jake, be honest. If I mean, we're all forced into a situation at the moment. I mean, my life hasn't changed for the last couple of years. Lockdown hasn't made any difference to me at all. I get up in the morning. I'll get up, I go to work, I walk the dogs, I come back, I get up, walk the dogs. It's like Groundhog Day. But I'm happy in that equilibrium. There's a lot of people that are having a change of life at the moment, if you like, because it's enforced. But how many people are going to, when the pubs start opening again and everything else, how many people are going to fall back into that?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people, but I think me, in myself, I'll be honest with you, I'm happy. I'm enjoying getting up early doors. Do you know what I mean? I'm really enjoying it, like seeing the day out.
Cobblers, no one enjoys getting up early. That's rubbish,
mate. Do you know what? Honestly, I used to be such a lazy bastard, but because I used to get home late, so I used to sleep all day. When if it was in the winter, I used to go to bed when it was dark, wake up as it was getting dark, and then that old seasonal depression kicks in. Do you know what I mean? And
I'm the other way because I do it the other way. I get up in the dark and go work in the dark, and because I work nights, it's a real complete.
But then you lot said a question just then about that, talking about happiness. I've got a question for you guys. Can you feel happy and sad at the same time?
Yes,
100%.
Yeah. Of course.
Yes.
So
you're not happy all the time.
My life, I feel like that.
Yeah. Every day. I'm happy that I'm actually doing something with my life that can, benefit me mentally. But I'm also sad because for the last 6 months, definitely, I was going through a rocky time with my ex. It was terrible, and it ruined it because I thought I think this is the person I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. You know what I mean? And it's gone now. We don't even talk.
So what we're saying is that women are the main problem.
No, we're not.
If there's any women watching it, we don't mean that.
No way. Because it was me. It was my fuck ups and my issues that made it worse. I was staying late at work, boozing all the time, not spending time with her, not doing the things that we should have done. Because I was being selfish by thinking, you know what, I'll stay till 5 o'clock in the morning, get on it and have a booze. Oh, I'm the top man. I'm the man everyone wants to be around. No, that now I've come to that realization.
It's just maturity.
It's not the person I want to be. It's definitely not the person I ever want to be again. I want to be that person that is focusing on striving towards something, not striving towards a dirty hangover in the morning.
Yeah, to be fair, I mean, Liam hit the nail on the head there. It's a maturity thing, and some people reach it earlier than others.
Yeah, because I mean, I was definitely living in that 18-year-old mindset, going out and boozing all the time. But now, all right, yeah, I'm going to look forward to the booze this time. But I'm not going to lie, I can't wait. It's going to be good when everyone can, hopefully, all of us can meet up and have a drink. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
In that social aspect. But I'm definitely not going to go back to what I was doing, 100%. Because all I was doing was just killing myself.
We're all on a journey, gentlemen, and the journey is whatever you make it. We learn something new every day. Because
we're here to have fun at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Fuck me, Jasper. I think I'm on a replacement bus service at the moment then.
Well, when you get replacement hips, mate, it's a whole new ball game, son, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
And that's it, Jake. What you were saying earlier, Jake, is that well, for me, my opinion of it is that happiness isn't really just a state of mind. It's a measurement of a comparison between you at one point and you at another point. I'm
100%.
happier than I was 6 months ago or 2 months ago, because at the end of the day, we just need to take more responsibility of our emotions. This is why I'm so glad, obviously, to be part of this Men of the Hill, because it's a forum where you can be clear and honest about how you're feeling. You're not going to be judged, and it sort of allows you to get more realization of your feelings, how you're feeling, how other guys feel, what's their perception of it. You can take advice, and that's going to help everyone make sort of more sense of how they're feeling.
Honesty is the right word there, Liam, because it goes back to what I said earlier. I think you've got to be honest with yourself and know your own self before you can impart or be of use to anyone else. You've got to, I mean, it's a little bit. My mum used to say a long time ago that, you know, unless you're good with yourself, you can't help other people. You really can't help other people, because you know, all the time you're helping someone else, you may feel like that you're doing something good and everything else, but what eventually happens is you start looking deeper into yourself and realise actually you're not.
Yeah.
You know, you're not how you should be.
Yeah, that selfless act of helping someone else can really fuck you up.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah. So basically, what we're saying is
to a certain extent, it's not being selfish at all. Look, like putting yourself first in some aspects, but
yeah.
Did you see where I'm coming from?
Like, no, 100%. You need to be selfish these days, because like you can't help other people if you can't help yourself.
Help yourself, correct? 100%, 1,000,000,000%. I agree with that. And do you know what? I'm so glad that something like this, that Men of the Hill's come around, because all right, the people that are out there might not be willing to jump on and have a chat, but if this can change somebody and everyone in this group now can express the way that they've been feeling, then that's a big plus in my eyes.
Yeah,
that's definitely a big plus in my eyes.
Well, to be fair, I've looked at. I mean, look, this call has highlighted something that I didn't think I had, which was a revenue stream for a Razor Ruddock lookalike.
You need to put on a bit of weight for that though, because unless he's lost some, son.
No, it's going to be an after. It's going to be an after Razor Ruddock, after the PT sessions and the diets and everything. I may get in touch with Match and say, look, this is what you could look like, Razor. I'll obviously do it from a long way away and maybe on the phone or something, because I wouldn't want him like sticking one on me. But yeah, no, it's I mean, this is
just one more point about happiness. Just in a way, isn't happiness a choice? Like you choose to be happy in the moment. Obviously, there are certain things that will get you down, and there are certain things that will actually make you happy. But in the moment that you're in, it's a choice. Either you're happy with the good or the bad, because everything's a lesson in a way.
Happiness. Listen. You can't. Right. So to know happiness, you've got to know unhappiness.
Yes, correct.
So, and you can't, if you go through life and you're happy all the time, it means that you're either an absolutely mental case or you're on drugs.
No, I'm not saying being happy all the time, but you choose to be happy with the bad and the good, because everything's a lesson.
But how can you be happy when something bad happens? Like I you know,
because it teaches you something about yourself.
Yeah, but then when that bad thing happens, I know exactly how I'm going to react, and I'm going to be pissed off, and I'm going to swear, and I'm going to shout, and I'm going to get the ump.
That's your reaction to the.
And that teaches me again that I get annoyed with things way too easy and whatever else. You know what I mean?
Do you remember what I said the other week, Glenn, about setting yourself up to fail in that sense? Like you already know you're going to be miserable. Do you know what I mean? So the way that I sort of deal with things like that, I try not to let it piss me off. I try and not shrug it off, because there's certain things you can't shrug off. But the way that I deal with things, if they're going to give me the I try my hardest and go, right, all right, okay, it's happened. I try and just do it like that. Yeah. But then there's other things where it really winds me up, and I get the and as Glenn said, shouting, screaming and hollering at everyone. But like I try so hard not to let it get to me. Like, and I think that's a big thing as well. If you don't if it doesn't affect you in a way where it can physically harm you, your friends, your family, or your financial state, or then in my opinion, I'm like, do you know what, fuck it.
Doug, what's your input on this? You're very quiet, Doug. Let's have some words from the sage himself, the fading superstar, sports star.
The captain.
The captain of the ship.
Oh, there we are. He's back. What do you
I
think?
thought he was asleep at one
So
point.
did I. I was worried.
I'm just sitting and listening. I'm happy doing that. No more than that. I think if you look at everything, I mean, everything's in. I look at a lot of things in life with degrees of things. I think if I'm a little bit angry about something,
go away.
Someone else could be so angry that he kill someone. There's the other extreme, and there's someone else that would not care about it because they've had such a hard life. Actually, that means nothing to them at all. So everything's relative, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, with good and bad, and happy and unhappy and stuff. It's like when you teach a child, if a child grows up and it's always being told off, and the only time it speaks to its parents is because they've been told off, then they see getting the love from their parents is being told off, and that's the way they see life, because that's the way they've been brought up. So it's all about how you've been brought up and your background and how things are relative with each other as well. Happiness,
and it's all perception.
It is. Happiness is it's all relative.
And your point, Glenn, sorry to interrupt you, Doug, but Glenn, your point when you mentioned about that you're going to be feeling sad about something, that's fine to be sad, but what you're doing is that you're actually knowing that, all right, I'm going to be sad about this if this scenario happens, but you've obviously got the strength to deal with that sadness, because if you didn't and it happened 8 times and you really was like, oh, I don't want that to happen the 9th time, then you're going to plan the scenario out in your head and be like, right, well, if this happens and I do act sad, what is the end result? Am I going to be sad for 3 days? Is that, do I want to be sad for 3 days? If you don't, then you're going to change. You're going to change it, because we all just do it for ourselves. So it's the perception. Sometimes we have emotions that we actually just embrace because we're like, you know what? I'm going to just ride the storm. I'm going to have a bit of a shit day today. But you might think, you know what? I don't want to have a shit day today. I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to have a positive outlook on it.
I've done that yesterday. I haven't had a booze for a while, but we went out Friday night with our friends around our friend's house, and I woke up yesterday. I was in a world of trouble, but I was like, I'm not going to lie here and fester. Like, I'm not letting that happen. So I said to Amy, like, we're going out in half hour. We're walking. We're going, because I'm not going to sit here.
Is that where you sent me a picture of trees?
Yeah.
Thank you. So
at that time,
I've got a funeral to go to on Tuesday, and it's a sad occasion, but I've got to go there and be happy and celebrate somebody's life, even though I'm actually sad.
That's happening at the same time. Exactly.
Ben, did you have something else to say there?
Yeah, I was just saying, like, I didn't want to sit and lie around and be moody and depressed because I'm hungover.
Yeah.
So I kind of just made myself get up and move, and the more that I was doing that, and the more I was busy, and I worked off the hangover, and my mood was up. I was tired and I was struggling, but if I'm sitting there indoors doing nothing, then
it would have been worse.
I only go one way, and then that's going to affect the next few days. Today I was tired as well, but I got up and I ran and went to the Mall of the Emirates, and just got out and done something, because the more I sit around, the more I fall into like moodiness and miserable.
Boys, listen, listen. It's been great chatting. I've got to take these dogs out while I do my heading. Hopefully, I'll catch up with you all again soon.
Yeah.
Del Boy. Nice of you to join.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks, boys. Jazz, I'll give you a shout in a week, yeah?
Yes, look forward to it.
Cheers, boys.
Mate. See you later, Del Boy. See you, mate. Yeah, so that was my experiment yesterday. To try and not be hungover and let myself fall into a miserable mindset, I suppose. And it worked. To be fair, it worked.
Good. Well done.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, a bit of retail therapy for you.
Yeah.
You buy
Yeah,
something
like just getting out and walking and doing exercise. Definitely, I've realised that's definitely my thing.
But then
Avoiding
it was the choice, wasn't it? It was the choice of either being in your thoughts and being depressed or being down because you did something to an excess, or you were like, no, fuck this. I'm going to go out there, try and find some happiness within the way I'm feeling right now and appreciate what you had in that particular moment.
Yeah.
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 Well done you. Well done for you for bringing yourself out of it because it's bloody fucking hard, I tell you that.
It is. And I was like, I'm just not ready to be miserable today. I was like, I'm getting out.
Yeah,
I'm
well done.
not lying around. So, yeah. I've now cured hangovers.
A nice hat as well, which is the best.
Yeah.
What Mike is it? I like it.
It's an old school Reebok. I went for some retro Reebok. Got a hoodie as well.
Yeah.
And another hat.
Right.
I bought two.
And the
hats.
other thing that's good in the UK at the moment, there's cricket on terrestrial television.
Oh yeah, we're doing all right as well.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Right,
On that
guys,
note, I'm also going to leave because
I'm going to have to shoot as well.
I'm going to shoot. I've got Marcella to watch.
That was a good time to finish, I think. Really good session today, guys.
Cheers,
Really
guys.
appreciate everybody's
Yeah, that's
honesty.
good.
Yeah, it was. Nice to meet you, Matthew, and the guys.
Love you
Cheers,
lots,
guys.
all guys, from the
see you all
heart.
Cheers,
soon.
chaps.
Yeah, bye.
Cheers, boys.
Good week.
Cheers,
See you
I'll give you
Sunday.
a call. I'll give you a shout in the week, boys. Yeah. See you
Yeah,
later.
so-
Yeah.
See you later.